We'll take a break when we come back. We're going upstairs to the kitchen. Erica's got some fun stuff for Valentine's Day, right?
I'm up in the Fox 61 kitchen once again with Lindsay Perkins from Lindsay Culinary. Now, I have to say, your feed on Instagram is one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh,
and last week, I saw these cupcakes right here with a heart inside of them. I know you're trying to get a cupcake, trying to get a close-up shot of the cupcake. And I was like, we have to do this. I have to figure out how do you do it. It's so perfect. The heart inside the cupcake.
All right, so for Valentine's
so we're going to be
Day,
doing that, right?
We are doing this. We are going all out on the hearts and the love. So what you do is you make vanilla cake batter. I sent in the recipe. You can find it on the Fox website. If you didn't have time, you could certainly use a box mix. No problem. It would be fine. So you make the batter. Half of it you're going to tint in red or pink or whatever color you'd like to surprise. You could do blue depending on the season, whatever you'd like to do. So you portion half into a separate bowl and tint it with the food coloring, and then you bake it off in a brownie pan. This is just a cute little quarter sheet pan. So it's kind of a two-step process.
Right.
So it's a great weekend baking project. If you have time, you can do this part first.
Down before Valentine's Day.
Right, so you bake off the pink batter first, and while that's going, you just leave the vanilla batter waiting. And so, once it's baked and cooled, you have, this is a cute little 1-inch heart cookie cutter that you can find at any cooking supply store.
Sure.
So what you're gonna do is you cut out little hearts. This becomes the surprise inside. And then to secure it into your muffin tin, you just put a little bit down in each one.
All right.
So, it is a little bit of a process, but go ahead.
Right, it's a two-step process.
Right, but it's so adorable.
What I love.
Right, why don't you stick it in, Erica?
Okay, before or after the batter?
After the batter. So this is going to kind of act as glue so it doesn't start floating up to the top.
Okay, so it's sticking up.
So it's sticking
directly.
Up. All right, so then what you do is you just cover it with more batter.
Okay.
And then, then you do it like this. So the middle, surprisingly, it doesn't get over-baked. There's oil, there's
Even
a
though it's being baked
It's being baked twice, but I've never had any issues or any complaints, believe me, about the cupcake.
I love it. So this is the secret on how you get the perfect tart
this is totally the secret.
Of a cupcake.
It's so much fun. So then when you bake off, they bake off like this.
So you don't have to. So you cover.
You cover them all, and then you put them in the oven, finish them. They'll puff up. So then once they're cooled, we have buttercream. This is
and you can see a little tiny bit of the surprise, a little tiny bit of the pink, right there.
All right. So I love cake decorating, cupcake decorating. Excuse me. So these are tips. Tips are kind of interesting for bakers. You say that's kind of like a paintbrush. So you say, oh, what tip is that? It's a 1M. So to get a perfect, ruffly, dreamy swirl of buttercream, I use a 1M. It's kind of like baker's code.
All right.
And you just swirl it on. Erica, go ahead.
Perfect.
I know, but it's okay. I'm on TV. It might be a little bad. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Oh, hey, you know what? It smells so bad.
And then you put a little sprinkle on it. These are the most adorable little teeny tiny mini heart sprinkles. I don't like to go crazy with the sprinkles because I feel
just
like
a little accent, so cute.
Right, there's a little accent. So and then when you cut it open, it looks like this. It's if you just cut it in half with your knife, you can spread it. You take a bite. There's pink. Whatever happens, there's pink inside. It's a cute little double bake.
It's a cute little Valentine's surprise inside of it.
Right.
It's perfect. I love it.
Right. So
and it's not as hard as you think it will be.
No, it's not hard at all.
You see this on Instagram, and you're like, that's impossible. How did I do that?
Yeah.
Well, that's easy. All right. We're also going to be decorating some sugar cookies
because people have to give little gifts. Teacher gifts, friends, family, whatever. So these are just sugar cookies. This is a confectioner's sugar and just confectioner's sugar and water. So what the trick to this though, Erica, is just to use the most tiny amount, like teeniest amount.
Now, do you have to boil it? Does it, or you just?
No, you don't boil. You just make the cookies. You just whisk it up, water, confectioner's sugar till it's nice and thick, like Elmer's glue.
Okay.
All right. So the key is to just have the most tiny amount, so it's not dripping. And when I work with kids, I always teach them this so that the cookies actually look gorgeous.
Okay.
And then you just tap it into the standing sugar, and you can use your little finger to kind of.
Okay.
We've got sprinkles everywhere.
And then it just dries.
And then it dries, and it sets really hard. So I don't know if you see what we have going on here, but I took a little bag of royal icing to make
I could never do this.
Conversation. No, it's just practice. I promise you. I promise you.
Conversation
it's just practice. So kiss me, love,
and
of course, Fox shout out.
61. Love it.
This is a number 2 baking tip. It just depends on the thickness of the line that's coming out.
Look at that. That is so perfect.
Just right,
You make it look so easy.
Well, it's a little bit of practice, but you know what? Don't get stressed out about it.
Right.
The thought is that you're doing it, and then once they set up,
and they don't have to be perfect. And as long as you're having fun with the kids,
right? Exactly. So
that's
then
what it's about.
These are little gift bag cellophane bags. You can find them at any store, and then they set up nice and hard. There's 3 cookies in here, but the sentiment goes so much longer.
And it looks
than what you think. Yes, it totally looks amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now you do a lot of classes where you do this with the kids, right?
Right, so I do a lot of cooking classes. There's a place at Cookshop Plus in West Hartford Center. It's a family-owned cooking store. I love them. They're so great.
And this is also a good time to look ahead. Summer is going to be here
Right, so
before
I
we
do
know it.
cooking classes on the weekends and at nights at Cookshop Plus, but in the summer I work at Camp KO. I do a lot of stuff at the JCC, all different ages cooking for kids. You can all find it online at Lindsay Culinary if you'll follow.
Some of your recipes have become my favorites.
Good,
and
thank
the kids'
you. Thanks for
favorites
the
as
love,
well.
Erica,
Thank you
really,
so much.
thank you.
And of course, find it all Lindsay Culinary
Yep,
on
at Lindsay.
Instagram
Yep,
and on
and
Facebook.
Facebook. Bye,
Thank you
guys.
so
Happy
much.
Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day, Andy. This was amazing.